Good day, dear people. This is the best lens that I've ever owned for wildlife photography, but it's time to sell it. So for those of you who haven't already worked out or are unaware, this is a Canon 500mm f4 ISL lens, an incredible piece of kit that takes beautiful images that I've been loving ever since the day I bought it back in 2017. Now, for those of you familiar with this channel, you'll know that I don't often talk about gear, only when it's really necessary. And that's because I think there's plenty more other aspects to storytelling that can often have a much bigger impact on the overall story itself. And so usually I tend to put the emphasis on those. But having said that, this is a particularly noteworthy occasion. I've used this lens for years, since 2017, since I put myself into debt by taking out a loan of several £1000s because I knew wildlife photography was what I wanted to do for my career, and I knew that I put the work in and the dedication and the time, and that's exactly what I've done. I've seen my YouTube channel grow slightly over that time. I've seen many opportunities come from using gear like this and learning about it and getting shots that I don't think I'd really be able to take otherwise. So if it's that good a lens, takes that good of photos, and has been that good to me over the time that I've owned it, why do I want to sell the lens now? It's not been an easy decision to reach, if I'm completely honest, and the day it goes will be tough, not gonna lie, but storytelling, sharing my experiences with wildlife with wider audiences and trying to encourage similar passions about how incredible the natural world is in other people is what I really love to do and what I want to continue to do for the rest of my life. And it's just reached the point where this setup, as brilliant as it is maybe not what's going to allow me to do that to the best of my abilities moving forward. Money is a big factor. Stills photography, a lot of you will know, the level of it at an amateur level is incredible these days. There'll be people watching this channel that would never have considered doing it professionally, that have taken photos that most professionals would love to have taken. You see it every year in Wildlife Photographer of the Year or the European Wildlife Photographer of the Year, all these big competitions. There'll be several taken by amateurs that are just mind-blowing. And that's great because everyone's enjoying the hobby, but it makes it very hard to do professionally because the market is so saturated. So the question then falls into how else do you make money on it? A YouTube channel is definitely one way to do it. Patrons, I love you all. That is definitely another way to do it and has genuinely kept me afloat some months, so thank you. But more and more, it keeps coming back to the fact that video is probably going to be the way to keep telling stories of incredible wildlife going forward and still be able to put food on the table and a roof over my head. Now, I'm not incredibly poor, I'm not like, I've got this incredible stuff and I'm very grateful for what I've got in my life, but you've got to look to the future, and at the moment, stills is not a solid financial future, should we say. That also being said, I think I've maybe reached the limit of what I can provide for you guys in terms of interesting footage to go alongside my videos, and I want to keep raising the bar. So with these two key aspects coming together, I reached the decision that I'm shifting some of my kit and some of my focus over to video. Now let me be completely clear about that. I am keeping the stills camera because I cannot get rid of my 5D Mark IV. Photography is what got me started and I want to continue doing that for years to come. And I will be continuing doing that on the channel for years to come. This is a photography channel through and through, so I don't see myself completely ditching photography at all. That's not what I'm saying. But I realise that although this is an incredibly beautiful and amazing lens, I can use a lot of this money to put towards a video system. I hope to maybe get more opportunities within the wildlife film and TV industry, but also I should, with my new system, be able to sell a lot of the short clips that you guys see to companies that then sell that on and give you a profit. Basically, this decision is to enable me to carry on doing what I'm doing now and maybe, hopefully, improve what I'm doing now. Yes, it's a really hard decision, but it does echo the feelings I had in terms of nerves and worry and also excitement, obviously, when I took out the loan to buy all of this equipment years ago. And that went really well. So the fact that I'm feeling very similar means that, well, it's not certain, but I hope it means that I am making the right decision. So although I am very happy having reached that, or as happy as I can be having reached that conclusion, I am going to be quite sad moving it on, because this lens and camera has helped me to capture incredible memories and photos and video clips over the last few years that I'm extremely grateful for. And although I still have all of those, it feels like a part of that's caught up in the equipment that you use to capture them. So it will be hard walking away from that.